Yo, what's up, y'all? In this video, we are reacting to this streamer got robbed in LA twice. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Now, you know we had to talk about this one because, you know, it's involving the legend, the hero, key to the streets, Cash Nasty, you know. So, I want to see what they talking about in this video. I remember he said before that he got robbed before. So I'm guessing this one's recent. Let's get to it.
She been comment me.
What's poppin', y'all? Another streamer, YouTuber, really more of a YouTube legend, at least in the 2K side of things.
I just said that.
Nasty has had it up to here with Los Angeles, and he wants to get out of there after getting robbed for a second time, which is like, damn, man. I think he's been living there for a couple of years, but I'm gonna play you guys the clip right now, then we're gonna get into his background a little bit, and then talk about whether LA is as trash as they say it is.
I am sick and tired of LA. I hate LA. I even told y'all, bro, like every time I fly in from my hometown, like Louisiana or another state, especially Louisiana, as soon as I come in California, dog, like I feel like my spirit just goes, it gets depleted. Even
Why
before,
though?
like I'm even touchdown, my girl will be like, man, what's wrong? Like, why you mugging? You know, I'm like, it just, I can't help how I feel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time that I have my car been robbed. I live in a good area of LA. This is the second.
Now, I will say off the bat, I can tell you, it's not about where you live, it's about what you drive. That's what it is. If it's your car, it's not about where you live, it's about how your front yard looks. If it looks better than the rest, that's the one they're picking.
Time my car got robbed. So today,
It shouldn't happen though, but
meet Chris at the park, tall guy, LSK. I went to an organic grocery store. I literally got a parking spot right up front of the building. I walk in the store. I get an alarm on my phone. I'm like, bro, there's no way. Bro, I literally just came in the store. Came to my car going off. Somebody literally went in, popped my back window again, and went and got the next diaper bag. Diaper bag. Are y'all that down bad in life? Nothing but diapers in there. Bro, the footage I have seen, bro, they literally came in like right behind my car, like normal, y'all. Wait till everybody left, got out the car, boom, went back, quick. Didn't even do this right here. I do got a tent, y'all. It's not the phone, I do got a tent. Didn't even do this. If you that bad to be stealing like children stuff, bro, like diapers and strollers, bro, I know life is terrible.
nah, life is terrible. Damn. Life is tremendously. I mean, at that point, you might as well get a job somewhere. You know, find a little trade or something like that. You don't need to be stealing diaper bags. Realizing it's a diaper bag and then keeping it. That's crazy. Because now you got to buy more diapers. What kind of car was he in? Did it look like he was well off? Because I know he got a... It's not a Corvette. I know he got a... That green... That... What is it? Pearl Benz. The drop top. And I know he got... I think that's the only car I've seen him in LA with. Because I used to watch 2 Hype a lot when they used to drop.
Yes, I am in the process of moving. So I am getting out of LA, y'all. I told y'all that. Yes, I'm moving out of LA. I hate LA, y'all. It's not... Bro, I think I seen like Illuminati talked about it. Bro, it's not a flex to be in LA. If you got bread, man, if you already got your career going, bro, I would not tell anybody to move in LA, man.
I've had, so if you...
Hey, I'm here. I just feel like, where are these people going? Well, I can't lie. Should be getting broken into over here, too. But, where is he at? Because, you know, it's like, if I go to Louisiana, I feel like I can... No, regardless of everything, you shouldn't get your shit stolen or broken into. But you do, at the same time, got to know how to move. Like, I won't go somewhere because I know the area, and I'll be like, okay, this area is not far from here, and niggas be coming here, or people go over there, and you know what I mean? So you will know how to, okay, I'm not gonna go there, or like, if I go here, I'm gonna make it real quick, or I'm parking right here, you gotta know where to park because it'll be seen, and all this. He just fell into some crazy situation. He said he pulled in like this, they came right behind him. He left, they hopped out, took his shit. There's nothing you can do about that.
Read his tweet. He talks about second time, and it's a Tesla too. So he walks into the grocery
I was thinking
store.
the Tesla. He got an alert.
They smash the window of the Tesla. They know this is the crime in America, in particular LA, is so brazen that they know there's cameras on a Tesla, and they just walk up, smash the window, and they take what's in there. And he says they stole my baby stroller. Second time in the last year this happened to me. They stole my baby stroller and Gucci diaper bag. I didn't even know.
Cash. I'm a reason with you, bro. It was a Gucci diaper bag. It was designer.
They had Gucci diaper bag about 9 months ago. Now they stole my
I can see clear through that. And it's nighttime. During the day, I can see through your shit. If I see the Gucci, if I was down bad, I'm taking it.
diaper bag.
I'm taking it
guessing
with
it's
me.
another Gucci diaper bag. Or
Not
maybe
me,
he
though.
went Team LV. LA is trash, man. And I'm in the good part of town. Window costed a pretty penny to fix also. These are the types. So there's a couple of things here. The first thing you already know is the LA defenders, the crime defenders, not just LA defenders, because people across the US will say some nonsense like this, which is, dog, like you're, and I would probably say this too if I was that insensitive. Like, you guys know me, like, I'm an empath, you know? Is that what they call
What I'm
it?
about to
Like,
say,
I
what did
couldn't
he
hurt
predict?
somebody's feelings like that. But what they would say, not me, of course, is, man, you got Gucci logo, you got Gucci.
Yeah, I said it. I said that. But I also did preface that no one should get broke. Like, the worst thing is being scammed and being robbed. And if it's at gunpoint, it's being robbed at gunpoint. Or at knife point.
On the back seat? Come on, man, what do you expect? Of course they're gonna break it. They know exactly what they're gonna get. It's not even a mystery box. Imagine buying a mystery box and it's free, right? The mystery box is free, but you know what's inside the mystery box. It's a transparent box or a transparent bag, like what you got to take.
What is he
shows.
talking about?
They're like, oh, I get to see.
You shouldn't
exactly
have your
what I
shit.
wanna
You should
get.
be able to
Okay,
leave that
smash,
shit in the back,
take it.
though.
Nice, just to come up. Well, they don't care. It's funny because Cash Nasty's like, yo, there's just diapers in there. They don't care about the diapers. They're gonna throw the diapers out and they're gonna go sell the bag, or they're gonna go flex the bag. Taking the stroller is insane. And this is also where, like, you know, Cash Nasty's got such a good heart, because he's like, man, you know, I know life must be terrible. I know life must be tough. Nah, some people just love this game. Like, their life isn't tough, and their life may be tough because of their own decision making. Because we can't act like people are in certain positions solely
because the world
of other circumstances, or that people would only steal if they needed it. Nah, people will steal for anything. You only really need food, shelter, water. So what are they stealing for? They're not stealing food. They're stealing a diaper bag in this case. So some people, even if they're up, they're still gonna steal. They're thieves. I mean, like, yo, look at people running Ponzi schemes, things like that. Those are just
niggas do it out the love of the game, for real. Every single day they gotta get them shots up. Every single day. I should get a every day I'm hustling. I should get that sound. But like, I knew niggas growing up that fell into a certain lifestyle that I just never went down because I had other things going, you know? So I never really had to think about that or you know? But as you age and you get a little bit older, they all backtrack and they don't do it no more. So I'm guessing it was some more of younger or very, very lazy people that stole this from
higher
him.
grade theft. But if a person's a thief, is a thief. But going back to the situation with Cash Nasty, because I disagree with him a little bit in the part where he's talking about, oh, if you've already got bread, LA is not worth it. Living in LA, that's one hell. I feel like I like LA, but it's death by 1,000 cuts. That's
like
traffic. You
hold
got
on.
But then death by 1,000. That's one hell. I feel like I like
this right here is not what people call LA. Outside of California, y'all call this Los Angeles. Now, when you live in LA, we separate downtown from LA and then, you know, the coast and all this and that. It's all kind of different, you know? Like if I'm talking to like one of my boys, he has his girlfriend lives in downtown. We say, "Oh, you're going out to LA." So you're going out to LA. So you go out to LA. You know what I mean? But other than that, we're not saying like, you know what I mean? When people say, "Oh, I'm going to LA," they think of downtown Hollywood, they think all this. That's not Los Angeles.
Like LA, but it's death by 1,000
Like no
cuts.
one's
what
going
made
to
me
downtown
dislike it.
Los Angeles.
I've been going there for well, I don't even one a very long time. Of course, the weather is amazing, but then you get tiny little things like, oh, traffic. You either have to deal with the traffic. Number one, you have to drive everywhere. And who the hell wants to? I don't got a car. So now you're going to have to buy a car. So you got to drive everywhere. And then in order to drive everywhere, especially if you're working a 9 to 5, oh, you got to deal with a nightmare of traffic. So you have to schedule your life around traffic if you don't have a 9 to 5, which is already a blessing in and of itself if you're in that situation. The situation without a 9 to 5. But you got to schedule your outings. It's a bunch of mini...
Here's what I'll say. You do have to schedule a little bit more with traffic. You're not just going to get on the road. But at the same time, if you're going anywhere local with streets, you're fine. Now, any main street, if you're on Fig, if you're on Main, if you're on... Sepulveda, those streets are back the clean fucking no. You're not going anywhere on those streets. You can pass them, but don't stay on that street. Anything other than that, if you're coming from downtown, you're cooked. Regardless, you're cooked if you're coming from downtown Los Angeles. If you're coming from the Fashion District or Skid Row or anywhere near there, near Staples Center, that's real Los Angeles. Like those are industrial buildings there. Like there's trucks, there's trains, there's homeless people. Now if you live in regular LA, like the rest of us, like not including IE, you're straight.
cities. So, if someone's in hell, I don't even know. Like someone's
maybe
in
you'll catch bad traffic like
Hollywood,
once or twice a
another
week.
Person's in Redondo Beach. It's like, and who else?
Actually,
Another
maybe like
person
4
is
times a
in
week.
Westwood. You're not going to those 3 places in a day. It's going to be a lot of driving, and you're not going to see much. Or let's say another person's in Malibu, right? Like those are all quote unquote LA, I guess, but they're so far apart. So that starts to kill you. And then the homeless is just outrageous. The drugs and the theft, and it's brazen theft. It's like nothing you will see in most places that aren't terrible neighborhoods. Like other places, you're like, okay, I could probably get robbed here. In LA, you're like, oh, this is nice. Boom, you just got robbed. In Miami, that doesn't happen either. Although I personally am not a fan of Miami. Cash Nasty is also, he's a country guy, man. He is full on country. Like if you took Cash Nasty and put him in New York, I could not imagine Cash Nasty in New York.
Nah,
I think he would
blow
lose
up.
his mind in New York too. And New York is less, you're not going to get robbed like you are. People are not breaking your car and stealing stuff. Well, partially because in Manhattan, people are not driving around everywhere. And that's where most people choose to live if they're moving into New York City. So Cash
You see
Nasty's
how
a
people
real
are
country
not
guy, and I
moving
think he
into
may
the
be a-
Bronx and complaining. The Bronx is. Niggas are going to Staten Island, to Manhattan, and saying, don't go over there. When y'all come into California, y'all go into downtown Los Angeles and complain at the theft, the homeless people, the this, to that. Well, then don't go to that area. We all know. That is our Bronx. That is our Harbridge, whatever the fuck. That is our... Those are the worst boroughs. The downtown is the worst of the borough. Whatever y'all want to
balance.
think it's the Bronx.
And he does content, but I didn't know how country Cash Nasty was until I discovered that people eat raccoon from a Cash Nasty video. I remember like they caught a raccoon, he skinned that thing, they cooked it.
No, you just out the loop, my boy.
In the past, and I was just jaw dropped. Like, what's that? Is that Johnny Bravo, where his jaw just drops to the ground, and I just stood
you
there
a old fart.
staring at this video that was at least 15 minutes long. It might have been 15 to 25 minutes. Like, yo, this guy's really about to cook and eat this raccoon. He's not trolling. That's when I knew there was levels to this country stuff. So for him, he's so out of his element. But when he talks about like having money, sure. For example, Zeus and Bilu. they've got bread. Zeus has lived in Oklahoma. I believe it's Oklahoma, somewhere in the middle of nowhere for a very long time. And he's got a giant crib, but Zeus isn't in the mix like that. And I think Zeus, from what I gather, he seems like a more introverted guy just from his behavior. It doesn't mean he's shy or anything, clearly not. But he does his own content. He's out of the mix. But he doesn't have that proximity to other people. Like in the industry that Cash Nasty is in, if he wants to collaborate with a bunch of people, if he wants to network with a bunch of people, LA is it. That's just what it has. There are great people in LA. There are obviously like clout chasers and all of that too, but the reason why he went there in the first place is to collaborate with these people, especially if you're
a lot of people from Los Angeles, you could tell they're either the bad people, and the people here would tell you those are the plants. Those are the people that come here trying to establish something and talk about Los Angeles. When I talk to somebody else about Los Angeles, yeah, you're going to be proud of where you're from and like happy with where you're from, but you're going to keep it real too, you know? Yeah, the crime over here, yeah, it's crazy out here, yeah. You know what I mean? When you talk to someone who's not from Los Angeles, it's bad. The traffic is just outrageous. And it's like, okay, because take it from me, I've been to a few places in my life. The traffic is bad everywhere. Like, it's bad in a lot of places. The crime is bad in a lot of places. I seen some niggas get chased on a moped with a fucking stick, or I don't know if it was a knife with the leather shield on it, on a moped or a bike. Nigga had a bike. It was getting chased with a nigga on a moped, and his friend was driving. You know what I mean? So like, crime is everywhere. You're not getting around that.
In-person stuff, and especially if somebody's involved in streaming, then you have to be in LA if you're in the US. Maybe Miami, but I don't even really see people stream in Miami. Vegas, I would say. Like, Vegas is like a closer version of, it's not similar to LA, but it's close enough to LA that people
Vegas
live in Vegas. It's way
I'll
cheaper.
go to Vegas, I feel like.
Taxes are lower and they can go back and forth. But Vegas, living there is
hot.
That place gets so hot and dry. But the stage
And
of
cold.
life that Cash Nasty is in right now, it makes sense for him to go back home. It sounds like he misses home. He even said that he's going to move back, or he's going to move out of LA. I don't know if he's going to move back to Louisiana, because that's another thing. Like, when you're moving to a place like that, I think he would even talk about how he couldn't buy too nice of a car because that's how dangerous, or that's how much poorer Louisiana is than LA. But even in LA, when he's just got a Tesla, it's not like he's got a super special. Hold up, let me see the. Yeah, it looks like a Model Y. That's what it looks like. So it's not even a Model.
So there's a trade-off. Would you be able to go, like, LA is trash? I'm in a pretty good part of town. Okay, so look, you can either go to Louisiana and not drive a Tesla, because that's just gonna be on bricks by day 3, or you go to LA and pay for a window instead of paying for 4 tires. Come on, let's be smart.
Model X or anything like that. Not a super
Nah, honestly, he's
car.
established. I
not
feel like he
trying
would
to
go
stand
back.
out.
The only thing about Cash is that I feel like maybe it's because his girlfriend is from California, I'm pretty sure. I think she's from LA. So like, they gonna have to come back. Say, look, you need a spot out here or whatever, because she's not from Louisiana, if I can remember.
Still, this happens.
The mother of his 2 kids, she's from California, so.
And personal situations like this happening twice, you would be crazy to stay unless there was like such outsized returns. And I think Cash Nasty, he's more on his solo stuff right now, doing his own streams. He's trying to come up again as a streamer. So he's like, yo, if I'm just chilling at the crib, streaming most of the time, what the hell am I doing here? My quality of life is lower, so I'm just going to get out. So I think for his situation, it makes a lot of sense. But for someone that wants to have random encounters, meet a person that may introduce you to someone else, it still is the place like that, as unfortunate as it is to say. But the problem with LA that's different from a lot of other neighborhoods in cities across America is that there's kind of no such thing as a safe neighborhood, because a lot of these safe neighborhoods, quote unquote, are really close to dangerous neighborhoods, and then people just drive over. They'll do their robbery.
That's like what I said earlier.
And then they'll go back home. So you either have to move so far out of LA that nobody's going to drive down that far.
Move out to
or
where
you
Jess
move
are
out,
at.
And that's partially moving
But
out.
like this right here, you need to be coming the opposite way. You don't need to be living in the high rises, in the houses near there. These are where the bums, the hobos, I don't know if that's offensive. These are where the hobos, the influencers living up here at the tops of these with the penthouses. Like, I'm in LA, living in solo in LA. Oh, the prices here. Oh, the crime here. Oh, it's so crazy out here. This is where you don't want to live. You got to be coming the opposite way.
Already. And the expense is just so much higher. It's astronomical if you move out of LA to the safer parts. So Illuminati, it makes sense that he would live, I think he lives in the middle of Arizona, or I think he lives in Phoenix, not in the middle of Arizona, but he lives in Arizona, because who does So Illuminati collaborate with? Who is So Illuminati doing stuff with? So Illuminati likes to stay to himself. So that makes sense. But if somebody is liking to collaborate with a ton of other people in person, you can't be living in Oklahoma. You cannot be living in Kansas. You cannot stay living in I wouldn't say Chicago, but even in Chicago, right? Everybody that's got quote-unquote motion, they're in LA. Even I think a lot of people don't want to be, which is funny because there's a collective of people that are in LA because it benefits them, but they all don't want to be in LA.
Like who?
And logic just says, well, why doesn't everybody from there just move somewhere else? And you're like, well, that makes sense. Like at one point, Austin, Texas was a hub for, I would say, the previous generation of streamers, but they did completely different content from these guys. But like people like, I don't know if Pokimane was, I think Pokimane's always been LA, but like XQC and a bunch of people that he used to mess with, they were living in Austin for quite a while, at least like 3 years or so, and that became like
I don't know any of this
but I think
information.
a bunch of people moved to LA after that. But yeah, I feel bad for Cash Nasty, honestly. And one thing I don't like is when people just start to victim blame the person that gets robbed. It's like, well, how about
they start saying, well, you had a Gucci bag back there. I wasn't doing that. I was saying, well, if you see a Gucci bag, that may happen. Like, for a lot of us that live here, we won't have that in the back seat. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you would hope if someone break your shit and look and they see that it's a diaper bag and you got a stroller, oh, this is a father or mother. This is a family. Let's leave it. I fucked up. You know what I mean? You wouldn't, oh, let's take that shit. Just take it.
Saying that, oh, yo, like you should just hide it. Yeah, you're correct. He should just not have anything in his vehicle. So if they smash his window, they get nothing. But you still have to repair the smashed window anyway. But I think
yeah, but
to
you
be
don't
fair
gotta...
here, I think they only smashed the window because they could see through it. They could see what was inside. But there are times when people just smash the window anyway. So let's say, yeah, he would have to repair the smashed window.
Hey, throw back. Look what he got on.
But there are
Did y'all peep?
times when people just
y'all didn't peep. Look, West Coast Choppers, clean tee.
Window anyway. So
setting trends,
he
Paul
would have to repair
Walker.
the smash window anyway. Well, how about the person just moves to a place where they don't have to deal with something like this?
Yeah, just move to somewhere where you don't have to move to deal with something like that. Cash, he's above life already. He kind of accomplished a lot of things on YouTube and stuff. And if he needs anything, he'll just fly back. Just fly back. Just leave your girl there because she knows. And you know how to park, you know what to keep in the front, what to keep in the back. You gotta look at the sky and know what kind of day it is. Yeah, I could leave some in my car, it's not gonna be broke. You gotta kind of have that, I don't know. You just gotta feel it, you know? But without further ado, Cash, stay safe, man. See y'all on the next one. I'm out.